in a relationship.
No, that's not true. It's, well, put it this way. In a kingdom, there's only one king. And then there's the queen
So you
that's backing the king up. Right. I mean, yeah, there's somebody who's always going to have to run the situation. And in a marriage, a man runs the situation.
Well, with that thought in mind, you know what I mean? With that thought in mind, like if you're looking from an aspect of a kingdom and a king and a queen, you know what I mean? I got to defend the women on that, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, yo, don't fuck with us. You know what I mean? If you're not ready to take second fiddle, don't roll.
Oh, women. You're talking about women. You're telling women don't.
So you're agreeing with him?
No, I'm kind of disagreeing with him because I feel that a woman should never bow down to that.
I'm not saying bow down, but when you drive a car, there's only one person able to drive. Two people can't drive a car. Somebody has to ride and sit back and go for the ride.
Well, as long as they know after every hour you be switching seats, it's all good.
Exactly. I
yeah.
You don't always have to be the driver. The man doesn't always have to be the driver, and the woman doesn't always have to be the passenger.
But that's what I'm saying by the rules of the game, and those are the rules that have to be set up before.
You know what I find interesting too? I find it interesting how men usually, because you're not the only one with that view, men usually want women to be submissive in those sort of situations, but in the bedroom, you know, they want an aggressive woman.
Okay.
A lot of the time. I mean, what do you men really want?
What, in women?
In a relationship. If you were to get married.
In marriage,
if you were to get married.
Relationship itself.
If I were to get married, what?
What would you look for in a woman?
A noose, a pistol.
Why?
Possible oil slicks on the highway. Like, if I was married, that's what I'd be looking for.
Could she use the noose and the pistol on you too?
No, that's exactly what I'd be looking for. Suicide.
Why? Why do you think marriage is so bad?
Suicide.
I still ask the same question that I introduced in the beginning. What does a married man have that I don't have? I can tell you what I have that a married man don't have.
But I told you, the security part. There's a security, there's backing.
It's insecure.
I mean, there's a long list.
I'm saying, I'm secure with my mom. I'm secure with my sister.
I understand that.
So what does a married man have that I don't have? I'll tell you what I got that a married man ain't got.
You have a different type of security. That's what I'm saying.
But you know what I got?
What do you have?
Freedom.
Oh.
I really don't understand how you believe in marriage as an institution, but you're so much against it.
No, I'm not really against it. I just don't feel it's for me.
But you believe in it as
yeah, I believe in it as a religious entity. Yes.
Why do you believe that?
Because I believe it's a fantastic and pure thing when both sides, you know what I mean, when both sides are feeling the same way about each other, and it's a constant battle of who can do more for who, not who can do less. And so one shouldn't feel inferior to another because they'd be, you know, like for example, if I was married, and I wasn't able to commit suicide that day, right? And I was, you know, walking through the stores. I don't want to feel like, you know, I can't buy my wife something because she's gonna think that, you know, she owns this nigga. Oh. You know what I mean? There's a big ego thing going on there, and it's not for me, and I don't know many people who it is for.
Do you think you can satisfy a woman? Not.
You mean as a husband?
As a husband.
Am I capable of it?
Sure.
I haven't met that woman.
Do you think women? Has a man ever satisfied you enough where you thought that he could be your husband?
Yes, he has, but not for very long.
Well, see, that's the problem. See, that's the problem, I think. That's the problem, I think, in marriage, is that a lot of women go into it whereas though looking for a certain satisfaction all the time, but sometimes it's a bottle in the spit.
I think men do the same thing. Men do the same thing because when I was married, and when I was married, we were very much friends. It was never, and cooking was never an issue. Washing clothes was never an issue.
Those are things that you did?
No.
Okay.
You
shared them?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and
What were the issues?
What?
That sounds
What were
good to
the
me.
issues?
What
No
were
problem.
the issues?
Yeah.
No, I mean, he wasn't. I didn't do them. Not that I did them, but that was not an issue to him.
All right, now that we
At
cleared
that
up what
time,
was not an issue, enlighten me what was an issue.
Until marriage happened, until we got married, that's when all those things became so important and became an issue.
Really? So before you got married, it wasn't an issue?
No,
Because it
So
wasn't.
you're against marriage?
I'm not totally against marriage. If two people can, like you, I agree with you where trust should be very important. And if two people are battling for who can do more for the other, then that's a marriage.
Without a doubt.
You know, but if it's about, well, I'm not going to do this because you don't do this, you know.
Oh, well, you know,
Or you're a
you can-
woman 'cause you're-
That's the whole thing. You're not
so you're
supposed
supposed
to be putting a price, whether it's cash, whether it's a chore, whether it's a